Welcome to Ireland House. Let me tell you about its history. My great-grandfather, Joseph Ireland, was born in 1792 in Yorkshire, England, and was baptized on April 5th of that year. He was an adventurous young man who saw great opportunity in Upper Canada, and so in 1819, at the age of 27, he emigrated to begin a new life. Soon after arriving, Joseph set his sights on acquiring land. On December 14, 1819, he petitioned for his first 100 acres in Nelson Township, and in 1820 purchased an additional 100 acres from Daniel Riley of Hamilton. This would become the future site of our family home, Ireland House. 4 years after arriving in Upper Canada, Joseph married a local girl named Ruth Best at St. John's Anglican Church in Burlington. Over the next few years, Joseph amassed additional land, and what started out at 100 acres in 1820 had grown to over 1,000 acres by 1847, making his one of the largest farms in the area. It wasn't until 1835 that he began construction of Ireland House. It is said that it took 365 days to build at a cost of $1 per day. Using local fieldstone, the house was completed in 1837 in the late Georgian style, a style he remembered while growing up in England. The parlor was an important room in our family's home where special guests would be entertained. As marble was extremely expensive to use, he opted for a faux finish around the mantel and bookcase. It is said that the artist who did the work locked himself in the room for 3 days and wouldn't show the family until his work was completed. The same artist was said to have done similar work at Dundurn Castle in Hamilton. In 1829, Joseph ordered a grandfather clock from Barnard Castle in England at the cost of £33, 6 pence and 6 shillings. It was delivered in 1837 and was proudly displayed in the dining room. This important possession was passed down in our family from father to son and is still in working condition, a testament to the craftsmanship of the time. In 1824, great-grandfather Joseph and great-grandmother Ruth's first child was born, Robert Best Ireland. They went on to have 8 children, of which 5 lived to adulthood. The boys, along with great-grandfather, would have worked long hours on the farm. By the 1860s, Joseph ranked at the top of a list of 100 Nelson Township farming families for owning the most land, having the highest cash value of land, having the highest cash value of machinery, most cultivated land, and most acreage under crops. Joseph became a successful farmer by relying on the principle that agriculture should produce food and that it should maintain or increase the productivity of the soil. The 1861 agricultural census listed Ireland Farm as having 180 acres cultivated, 128 acres under crops, 50 acres of pasture, 2 acres of orchards and gardens, and 70 acres of woodland. The cash value of the farm was an impressive $20,000, and the farming implements and machinery worth $657. Joseph became a respected member of Nelson Township, serving on town council. He was also overseer of highways, a member of the Gore Militia, and one of the founders of St. John's Anglican Church. Before his death in 1869, to ensure Ruth would be well taken care of, he made several stipulations in his will.
I give to my beloved wife Ruth the free and uninterrupted use and enjoyment of the 2 easterly rooms on the ground floor of the dwelling house in which I now reside, and also of a bedroom upstairs to be selected by herself during her life, free of all taxes and charges of any kind. I also bequeath to my said wife all such articles of furniture as she may require, and 1/2 of the beds and bedding in my dwelling house, together with all the fruit from the year to year and every year that she may require for her own use from the orchard, and also the use of 1/2 of the garden. Also all of the firewood she may require, which I direct shall be provided and cut and split in proper lengths, and piled up for her in the woodhouse by my son John, hereinafter named. And in addition to the above, I will and bequeath to my dear wife the sum of $400 per annum.
My great-grandmother passed away in 1867, and Joseph followed 2 years later. The properties were divided among his sons and granddaughters, each receiving 100 acres. My grandfather John, the youngest son, inherited the farm and homestead in 1869.